Here we are starting a new series in our overall series called Health Challenges. This time, well, like last time when we talked about reaching your ideal weight equals your best health, in this mini-series we'll be talking about major maladies. And you might look at that and say, well, how can we talk about curing major maladies? We're not. In fact, this first video we're going to talk about just the whole mindset of a major malady. Now, I've got a couple things written on the board. One is eat real food. And then there's a little poem that I've started with some other calls on. And the poem is, the best 6 doctors anywhere, and no one can deny it, are sunshine, water, rest and air, exercise, and diet. And for today, hopefully you're going to look at major maladies and health in a whole new way. I've got a couple more things written up here. I've got warm, cold, light, dark written. Last night I got back from taking my son Ben to a showcase down in Montgomery, and I was thinking about this series. And I got back and I asked my wife Pam, I said, try and define cold for me. Try and define dark or darkness for me. And all she could do was talk about how cold was the absence of heat and darkness was the absence of light. And when we think about those things, you can't have a cold. It's just the absence of heat. It's not heat. Darkness. You can't have darkness. It's just the absence of light. Well, when we start to talk about major maladies or disease, we're going to be talking about the absence of health. And in fact, the word disease is a body at ease. Dis means against, not at ease. So as we go through this series, rather than thinking of major maladies, even if they've got a big, long, complicated name, rather than thinking of major maladies as a thing, it's a knot. And that knot is not being in good health. It's the absence of good health. So as we start this series, I want you to start thinking a little differently. A disease is not a monkey that jumped on your back. A disease is the absence of being healthy. And during this series, we'll not be talking about how to cure this major malady, but we'll be talking about how to build ultimate health, uncompromising health. How do you build health? And when you build health, kind of like when you turn on a light, there won't be darkness.